you for logging on to this broadcast of high school sports on WellsCountyVoice.com. WellsCountyVoice.com, an online service that allows fans and parents to watch high school sports live anywhere and anytime that's convenient for your schedule. As always, we encourage you to go to the games and support the students, but when you simply can't, we're glad you're here with us. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of the sponsors you hear throughout the game, so please support these businesses whenever you can. Now, sit back and enjoy the game.
On the campus of Norwell High School inside the Toasty Castle. Welcome to another production of High School Hoops on WellsCountyVoice.com. Tonight we've got a dandy. It's been one we've been looking forward to all season long. Boys conference action here tonight at the Castle featuring 3rd-ranked Leo and 11th-ranked Norwell. Good evening, friends, and welcome aboard alongside my good friend and partner, Alex Howard. I'm Derek Decker. It's a pleasure to be with you to bring you this game here tonight. There are a lot of things riding on this game. Highly anticipated matchup. You look at the schedule at the start of the year, and you say, hey, this is an important one. Leo comes in, obviously highly touted, only the one loss to Northrop, went to the state title game a year ago. Alex, this is a team that lost 6 seniors from last year, but they return 8 of them now. This is an experienced group, a team that was the outright favorite to win the conference, but now Norwell's knocking on their doorstep, and they've got a tough task ahead of them tonight.
Yeah, I mean, walking into that freshman gym earlier today, you saw how big their freshman team was, and you kind of wonder, well, what the heck does the varsity look like? And you look down and you see all the 12s in the grade section there on the roster, and you wonder why. And that makes sense for your third freshman team being so big. I mean, this is a very experienced group, and being state contender last year and falling just short there in Indy brings back a lot of experience for this year.
Yeah, they sure do. All right, let's flip the script to the Norwell team. They're 8-2. Alex, we learned a lot about this Knights ball club last week down at Noblesville. They're the only 3A team in an 8-team field down at Noblesville. They win their first 2. They come up 4 points shy and had a shot for the tie late in the game against an undefeated 4A Chesterton team that's in the top 10. Outstanding competition. Played a great couple of games of basketball. Fell just short in the title game, but that's always a good measuring stick of where you are when you play quality 4A competition, and the Knights pass the test with flying colors.
Yeah, absolutely. Coach Mike McBride has his team clicking right now, basically on all cylinders. Down there in Noblesville, they just did just about everything right.
Yeah.
From morning to evening. I mean, there was really no lacking, and they played a really, really tough team there in the championship. Took down a couple of really tough 4A teams.
Yeah.
There in the mix, and that bodes well confidence-wise when you get back here to the northeast part of the state, and you're playing now majority of 3A teams.
Yep.
And it gives you just a little bit more confidence here, especially at home against a really good Leo team. You know, you can compete.
Yeah, and they got to face a variety of competition styles down at Noblesville. They played Lawrence Central to start off the week. Lawrence Central is just a fast-playing ball club. They'll try to spread you out. They ended up winning the last 2 games of their tournament, so they did a nice job, came back to finish in 5th place. Then they played a Crown Point team that was more deliberate but really fundamentally sound. They matched up well with Norwell. The Knights were able to break a zone and win a low-scoring contest there, making plays down the stretch, and then lost to that Chesterton team who's high-flying and athletic, and Norwell held them to their lowest output of the season. For reference, Chesterton's only close game they've played all year was against Homestead, who they beat by 5, and Norwell was closer. And again, the Knights were right there in that game the entire way, never trailed by double digits in that contest. This should be a good one here tonight. Mike McBride was honored prior to the contest here for winning his 200th game, which came down at Noblesville. That was win number 200 on Tuesday, in a game over Lawrence Central that the Knights took 69-59. Norwell's won 8 out of their last 9. Their only losses were to Mississinewa to open up the season, and Chesterton in that championship. Leo coming off of back-to-back victories after their only loss at Northrop. A big 46-23 win at Huntington North that really propelled them where they're at right now in the conference. That's a great test to knock out of the way early on. They really weren't tested by Canterbury, winning easily at home earlier this week. But we've got a great crowd on hand here tonight to witness this one. A Saturday night, hoops in Ossian. It's a little icy outside, but it's warm and toasty inside the castle. We've got basketball coming your way next with the balance of the Billy Ann Supper Pub pregame show coming up right after this break, including starters in the tip. This is high school basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network, and the IHSAA Champions Network.
You've heard of Seize the Day, right? Well, this month you can pay the day at the YMCA. Join the Y on January 5th and pay $5 for the entire month. Join on January 6th, pay $6, and so on. The sooner you join, the less you pay. Get your family connected to healthy activities in a clean, safe environment with a membership to the Y. Save big with Pay the Day at the YMCA now through January 31st. Visit fwymca.org for details. Offer valid at YMCA's in Allen, Whitley, and Wells counties. Some restrictions apply.
In business since 1981, Barkley Builders has been building residential homes and commercial projects in Northeast Indiana, taking pride in building their clients the best project for their budget. With interaction between clients, vendors, and trade contractors, Barkley Builders meets the needs of homeowners to build their forever home. At Barkley Builders, it's all about you. It's your heart and your soul at the center of every design decision made. Josh and his team are poised to build the home you've always wanted. It isn't just a home, it's your forever home. Contact Barkley Builders at 260-622-7674. That's 622-7674. Or find them on Facebook at Barkley Builders, Inc. Let Barkley Builders get started on your Barkley Built forever home.
Hello, Tim Stephan Financial Group. It's been said nothing is certain except change. We must adapt to change to stay safe and move forward. What changes have there been in your life? At Stephan Financial Group, we would like to work with you and help with your future planning. Call me, Tim Stephan, or Michelle Stoller, 260-824-8175. Stephan Financial Group, 110 West Cherry Street, Bluffton, Indiana. Retirement, investments, savings plans. Stephan Financial Group can also assist with your personalized Medicare supplement, health, life, and long-term care plans. 260-824-8175. Stephan Financial Group. Solid planning, local service, professional advice. Securities and insurance offered through Thurston Springer Financial, a registered broker-dealer, member FINRA and SIPC, and Indiana Insurance Agency. Tim Stephan is a registered associate of Thurston Springer Financial and is doing business as Stephan Financial Group. Tim Stephan and Stephan Financial Group are independent of Thurston Springer Financial.
Welcome back here to the Castle. We're moments away from tonight's national anthem, which we'll be able to bring you live tonight, thanks to the Norwell Pep Band being in attendance here. Derek Decker with Alex Howard. This is a really fun one here tonight. And, you know, there are nights like this, Alex, that come once in a blue moon. Norwell, really on either side, hasn't played all that much here at the Castle this year. They've only played 3 times out of 10 here at home, and Norwell is so good at home. They have not lost in either the boys or the girls side yet this season. Here inside the Castle, it's one of the most difficult places to play in the area.
Yeah, and it feels like just when these opportunities present themselves, it always seems like it makes its way to the Castle here on a big night, big Saturday night. I think of that Carroll game a few years ago. It's right. A great atmosphere in here, big game. Both teams competing hard, and we got another game here we look to be just about the same.
Yeah, the crowd is really good here tonight, and Norwell and Mike McBride talks about it all the time. When Mike McBride was hired, he said he was at the state title game back in 2012 when Norwell was down in Indy and said, this is a place that I might want to coach someday if a job ever opens up, and it sure did. And he got hired. Let's join the Norwell Pep Band for tonight's national anthem.
Playing of our national anthem.
Outstanding job, as always, by the Norwell Pep Band. And let's get you set now with tonight's starting lineups. We'll start with the Leo Lions, who come into tonight ranked number 3 in Class 3A and a record of 7-1, 1-0 in the Northeast State. A 3-guard set for Leo. At the first guard, it's Xavier Middleton, a senior, alongside Brody Heitschuh, a senior, and Aiden Rubel, a senior. 2 forwards, both seniors, DJ Allen and Cademan Bontrager. For head coach Kerry Cogdill, who's in his 18th season at Leo, a record of 247 and 153, 20th season overall after 2 years at South Adams, and he's won 2 career sectional titles. Now for the Norwell Knights, who start tonight at home with a record of 3-0. They're 8-2 overall in the season and come into tonight ranked for the first time here in Class 3A this season, and for the first time in a couple of years since the Will Geiger days, 8-2, 1-0 in the Northeast State. 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center for the Knights. At a first guard, it's Leighton Bailey, a 5'11 junior, alongside Luke McBride, a 6'2 junior. At 1 forward, Jake Parker, a 6'3 junior. A second forward, Luke Graft, a 6'1 junior. All-around center, Brody Boland, a 6'3 junior. Norwell's coached by Mike McBride, who's in his 6th season at Norwell, a record of 81 and 50 after spending 12 years at Cherubusco. Mentioned 201 now career victories after winning his 200th game down in Noblesville last week. Norwell's had a 10-day hiatus coming into this one here tonight, and Leo has won back-to-back games with the win coming earlier this week over Canterbury at the Lions Den. Leo won 53-43 last year in this game, but Norwell led going into the 4th quarter. They were 10-14 last season, and really an impressive performance by the Knights last year to even be close in that game and feel like they have a good chance here tonight. Jeff Cottrell, Lachelle Hatcher, Chris Shields are 3 officials. Lachelle Hatcher will toss it up, as Brody Boland will be heavily undersized against the 6'7 DJ Allen, who's got hops and is headed to Rutgers next year to play football. Nice crowd on hand in here in the castle. McBride was early, so we've got a stoppage in play. Norwell was trying to run a tip play there, and so whistles will slow down our action here. Chris Shields is talking with Jeff Cottrell. This is an Indianapolis-based crew here tonight. Really fun to have a conference matchup with good officials. Tip is won easily by Leo, and off we go here from the castle. So it's Leo with the basketball first. This is a team that averages 67 points a game. That's one of the best in the state. Underneath, driving to the bucket and drawing the foul on Brody Boland is Leo's DJ Allen, and he's off to the foul line. DJ Allen steps to the stripe, shot at just 50% from the line last year, and that shows up there. And Allen misses the first. A Leo team that shot it as a group, Alex, just 61% last season from the foul line. For a team that ran to the state championship is 1 point away from winning it all, that is an incredible statistic, and DJ Allen will split the pair.
Yeah, and free throws is one of those stat categories that shows up and stuff like that, the championship games and games
right.
of that matter.
We got a lot of action in front of us here tonight that we don't normally have. Leo's brought a nice student section, so you might be blocked in the near corner, but it won't be by much. And Luke McBride is fouled on a 3 on the right wing and knocks it in, and he's got a chance on a 4-point play on the Knights' first offensive possession.
And what a huge play. Get this crowd into it early with a 4-point play here.
Middleton picks up the foul for Leo. And McBride, and guy who almost never misses from the free throw line, 88%. He's only missed 3 all season long. 4-point play on Norwell's first offensive set. And back come the Lions, winners of back-to-back contests. Those 67-point mark, we were talking about that a little bit earlier, a team that can really push the pace when they want to. They're a big team, but in conference games, oftentimes you get lower scoring contests. And that 3 was missed by Brody Heitschuh. And Norwell's not a deliberate team offensively, but they're certainly willing to be patient. And that's going to be a turnover by Leighton Bailey as he throws it into the backcourt. And the Knights give it away for the first time tonight.
Yeah, and Derek, to your point, this is a nice team that likes to, remain patient. They don't let the game get too fast for them, and it helps them stay in games against tougher teams for sure.
Early lead for Norwell on the 4-point play from Luke McBride. Just joining us here at the Castle. Nice night for hoops. We've got a good crowd on hand despite some dicey weather conditions outside. That three-pointer is missed by Xavier Middleton, and an outstanding box out by Brody Boland to grab the rebound. Those are the kind of box outs and the little things that really make the difference in winning a game down the stretch. Graff goes strong to the rim and can't get the roll. Rebounded by Allen for Leo. It's very clear early on, even though Norwell's a good rebounding team, +5 a game, this Leo team is a heck of a lot bigger, and they've got more size inside. Allen steps to the free throw line, takes what's given to him. Offensive board after the miss, but a dig by McBride will create the turnover. Bailey, the trailing straightaway three. And the rebound to Bontrager. Cademan Bontrager's kind of the X factor, I think, for this Leo team. Played at Lakewood Park in Elevation Prep, transferred into Leo here. He's got offers from a host of schools, a lot of them in Indiana. Baseline runner no good, but the follow good by DJ Allen, and he's got the first Leo basket. So it's 4-3, and I think this game is already being played at a pace that Norwell is a little bit more comfortable with. It seems like as we settle in here, first couple minutes, Parker pops a three. You know, that is one thing about this Norwell group that they did so often last year. The difference last year was that Norwell was really behind defensively, and this season they just have not had a bunch of games where they've shot it really well from the three-point line. 37% is a good number as a team, but it's not outstanding. Certainly not as good as this team can get. McBride follows his own miss, and they reset the possession with a perimeter pass to Brody Boland. Oh, Bailey's left unmarked. He's going to make that more often times than not, and hits the spot-up corner triple. If you leave Bailey open and give him that much time, then he's going to knock that shot down, and it's 7-3 Norwell. Really like what Norwell's doing offensively here. We talked about the rebounding thing and how big that might be tonight, and Norwell, I think, has really rebounded nicely here in the first few minutes. A couple of second chance opportunities already.
Yeah, Norwell really focusing about getting the body first.
Good turn by the much bigger Bontrager. He's being guarded by the 6'1" Luke Graft, and so Bontrager's got about a 7-inch advantage on him, and Graft is a physical player. There are a lot of really good football players on the floor here tonight for both teams. Boland and Graft and Bailey for Norwell, and a walk by Luke Graft on the dribble drive. We'll see our first substitutions of the night. Ashton Fetterspiel is in for Norwell, replacing Boland, and Trey Heitschuh, the sophomore, one of the two underclassmen on this Lions team, checks in for Leo. They go over the top. McBride defends it well. Graft's got his hand in, and that's a tie-up. And Graft and Bontrager both went to the deck, but Graft creates the turnover. Very nice job there by the Knights.
Yeah, Knights are just scrapping on defense. I mean, great read there of the lob play to get there and disrupt it.
Yeah, the intensity defensively for Norwell's really been good early, and that's what this team has built its identity on. And that's just what they pride themselves on. Again, not a lot of teams have slowed Leo down at all. 59 is what they scored in their loss against Northrop. And Bailey says he held his pivot foot. Lachelle Hatcher disagrees, and that's a turnover. It's the third Norwell giveaway here in this first quarter. Oh, they got McBride for a foul on the baseline there on the drive by Heitschuh, and McBride picks up his first. He's really a guy that doesn't get in foul trouble very often, Alex. He understands really well his role and what he needs to do. He needs to be in the game, and that's an offensive foul away from the ball on Leo, and it gives it right back to the Knights.
Yeah, to your point, Derek, Luke McBride does a great job of knowing, when he can reach, when he can go for the steal, and when it's just best to play in front. And he knows he's an important part of this Knights team and knows he needs to stay on the floor.
He has to be on the floor. That's why he's played all but 10 possible minutes this year in the Norwell 10 contest. That's just not a number you're going to see at any level of basketball, really, especially not at a varsity level. Parker challenged on the shot. It's picked up by DJ Allen, and the adjustment drops. That's an athletic move for DJ Allen to tie the game. 5 of Leo's 7. They're going to defend the ball out top here. And now McBride drives. Tough defense. Oh, man. Heitshu got called for a foul on the backside. And, you know, I'm not really a big fan of the defensive strategy there by Leo. It's almost like a chase kind of defense. They're good enough and long enough that they don't have to chase guards.
Yeah, I get you want to run the three-point shooters off the line, but that's a little bit too aggressive there, and you're going to give up something somewhere else. And
I agree.
You don't want to chase this Norwell team.
And then they get a steal as Heitshu takes it away. Nice defense in transition by Federspiel, which is something that he's really trying to work on in practice. He's come a long way already just as an underclassman on the offensive side, but he's still making progress on the defensive end. Nice pass to Bolin. Feeds it. And Federspiel is swatted out of there. McBride picks up the loose ball. And a triple try for Leighton Bailey comes up short. Oh, this Leo team brings a lot of energy. They play with it. You can tell that this is a team that went to the state title game last year. They play with confidence, Alex. They're a team that's very comfortable with who they are on the floor.
Yeah, and I don't mind the tactic there by Norwell, but it's going to be tough to take it strong when they're just going to stand over you. They're going to swat all of them.
That's short off the iron from Bontrager. Kind of a quick shot in the offense. Well, we've seen more possessions than I thought we would to this point, and it's only 7-7, so the scoring has not followed yet. And Federspiel knocks down his first 3 of his varsity career to make it 10-7. How about that?
A huge 3 here. Get the boys going here on defense, and let's keep a lead going into the quarter.
Well, he only tried 4 before that, and that one falls, and that falls for Jackson McGee to retie it at 10. I mean, this just already has the makings to be a really fun one down the stretch here tonight. 2 teams competing. McBride pops. Strong rebound by Cademan Bontrager. You know, we talk about it all the time and when different teams come into the castle and bring the energy, but this is just 2 teams that are battling it out. A lot of folks thought Norwell wouldn't be to this point yet. Thought they would take over the conference next year with this outstanding group of juniors that they've got on the team. But they've come a long way, and they've already shown here in the first quarter they're ready to compete with the big boys at the top.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that confidence comes from the Norwellsville tournament where you know, they're showing that they can do it. They can compete with a couple of real quality 4A teams, and now you get, you know, a quality conference opponent, state contender last year. You get them at your place on a Saturday night, and
what else do you want?
Yeah, I mean, this is setting the stage for a great matchup here.
Are you surprised Leo held for the final shot? They just dribbled it for about 55 seconds. Here comes Rubel. Over the top, and the lob falls short for Bontrager, but he's headed to the free throw line.
Yeah, I'm really not surprised at all in a game that kind of with that pace early. You dribble out, you take your one shot, your best play there, that included that lob, and you try to take a 2-point lead. Also, their ball coming out of the quarter break, so
a little 2 for
trying
1.
a little 2 for 1. I don't mind that play at all.
That's foul number 2 on Luke McBride. That is a storyline as we work forward tonight. If McBride's not in the game for Norwell, they are going to struggle to score. But that first free throw, no good from Bontrager. Here comes Cohen Bailey for Parker. Surprised McBride's not coming out.
Yeah.
Although you want him in to get the last shot of the quarter here, right?
Sure.
He's your best shot maker. Bontrager's got offers from St. Francis, Trinity Christian, Purdue Northwest, Goshen, Bethel, and Indiana Tech. So a lot of guys are impressed with what Bontrager can do. He's got 3 points now. Leo takes back the lead by 1. That's definitely a foul away from the ball there on Jackson McGee, who just grabbed Bailey and turned him as he was streaking across the lane. And Luke Graft will come back into the game here for the final play. They're leaving Bolin open. McBride, they give it to him. Hoists it from half court. And got it! Luke McBride to end the quarter. And Norwell takes the lead. How about that play? Glenn Marini, we'll see you later tonight. Norwell leads by a deuce after one.
When looking to sell or buy a home in Wells County, it's so important to work with an experienced full-time agent from the local area. I'm Bev Grish, and I'm beginning my 24th year helping families in the real estate business and would love to guide your family through the process. When you choose to work with a local agent who knows the Wells County market, you are a step ahead. I have built good working relationships with local lenders, realtors, inspectors, contractors, and appraisers, and it helps the process go smoothly. Whether you are buying your first home, a larger home, investment property, dream home, selling a long-time family business, or downsizing into retirement, I'm here to help. Heartfelt thanks for supporting me 24 years in the real estate business I truly love. Bev sells Wells at 466-1822.
Back here at the Castle as Norwell has a 2-point lead thanks to the half-court shot by Luke McBride to end the quarter. Alex, once again, illuminating my relative lack of knowledge of the game. I suggested that he should have come off the floor there with 2 fouls, and then he knocks down a 45-footer.
Yeah, I mean, that's why you leave him on. He's a playmaker for this Norwell team, and that just electrified this place and electrified this team in here to finish out this half strong.
Leo misses a 3 out of the break here, and we were thinking Leo was going to get a 2-for-1. Nice pass in transition to Graft, who walked and took about 3.5 extra steps. And that's a turnover. But we thought Leo was going to get a 2-for-1, and Norwell ends up taking the lead. So how about that? That's really, and then they miss a shot coming out of the quarter. And Bailey knocks it loose in the backcourt.
I mean, that's just a huge sequence, though, because you think at the very least you're tied and they get ball coming out of coming out of the court, excuse me.
Right.
And now you take the lead and force a little bit of a rebound, missed shot there. Almost a turnover there for Leighton Bailey, too. This Knights team has all kinds of energy.
They sure do. 30 seconds into the second quarter, Norwell leading 13-11. And Heitschuh holds it for Leo on the perimeter. They feed Bontrager. Norwell's active on defense right now. Leaning in is Heitschuh and kissing it off the glass. That's a player off the bench that's been big for him this year as well. And it's really got to be difficult for a guy. They've got 2 sophomores on this varsity team, and the rest are seniors. It's got to be difficult to kind of mesh with those guys and bring the energy off the bench. You feel like you really got to prove yourself with 8 capable seniors, and now Heitschuh gets the pick, and he goes to the rim for the pair. What a sequence for Heitschuh, back-to-back buckets.
Yeah, real good body control there, too, with Luke McBride guarding real tight there.
And knocking it loose was Luke LaGrange, who's into the game for the first time. Downhill, Bailey with contact. And an inadvertent whistle as we've got a tie game. I don't know if Leo wants to inbound the ball here, or yeah, now they do. So that was an inadvertent whistle, I think, by Lachelle Hatcher. I think a great no call for what it's worth. And we're tied at 15. It's a conference game. 3 is short. Rebound to McBride. McBride is stuck. Finds help in the corner, and Bailey is clobbered. Got LaGrange off his feet, and it's his first foul, the 5th on Leo. A couple of substitutions here for the Lions. Heitschuh and Rubel are back into the game. A couple of starters. Jake Parker returns for Norwell. Give McBride a breather. 2 foul usage is something that you really want to look at. They haven't given all that much of it, has Mike McBride. But Luke is a special case because he's your leading scorer. Nice screen set by Boland, freed up Bailey, but he missed the 3. Cohen Bailey, the brother, picks up the rebound, and Jake Parker hits the teardrop. That is just great team rebounding there by Norwell. An undersized group in there. Nobody of those couple in Bailey or Bailey or Graft are over 6 feet. Graft is listed at 6'1", but that's fake news. And, I mean, the effort level from Norwell, it's very obvious. Not, why wouldn't you want to get up for this game? But if there was any question whether they were going to be into this game or not, it's become clear that they are early on.
Yeah, you see a lot of teams that are kind of outsized like that. They'll just lag off on those kind of rebounds, not try to get a foul, and just go play defense on the other end. This Knights team's fighting for every rebound.
Now, Brody Heitschuh cuts it ties the game rather at 17. Almost 5 minutes to go in this first half. Parker had it knocked loose, and a foul in the backcourt, too tight of defense by Trey Heitschuh. Now, one big difference between these two teams is free throw shooting. Norwell's 75% as a team. A lot of that's because McBride gets there a lot, but Leighton Bailey's over 80% as well. Jake Parker's 75%. This is a great foul shooting team. And if it comes down to that, which it might tonight, then Norwell's got a huge advantage in that department. Yeah,
last year that was a huge point of emphasis for Mike McBride. Got his guys in here early on days to shoot free throws.
They've come a long way.
And they have. It shows.
Good pick and roll action there for Federspiel, but he was a little bit late to control the pass and then turns it over. And now pokes it loose. And Bailey is tied up, but the possession arrow belongs to Norwell. Well, they don't have turnover numbers, unfortunately. I know that's highly disappointing, really, but I am only slightly multi-talented. And I wish I was more talented, because if I could keep turnovers in a full stat book, then it would really improve our broadcast quality. But that's okay. We're tied at 17, almost halfway through the second quarter. McBride is blocked, and it'll stay with Norwell as Aiden Rubel takes the swat. Jake Parker will trigger the inbounds here for the Knights. Just 4 points in the first 4 minutes of this quarter for Norwell. But they still are tied with the third-ranked team in 3A. Bailey from deep. Nice rebound by Allen. I mean, you get boxed out by that guy, you're not getting the rebound. There's just no way around it. DJ will attack Federspiel, and he forced him to the baseline. And Heitschuh will try a three. Brody Heitschuh gives Leo the lead again. Ride the seesaw a little bit here in this second quarter. It's a 20-17 lead for Leo. McBride against the trees, and that was a poor shot selection there by McBride, and now they're late getting back in transition, but they recover nicely around the horn, and that's way short. There for the rebound, though, is DJ Allen, rather, for the putback. And all of a sudden, it's a 5-point lead for Leo.
Yeah, just out of position there. Oops. It's hard doing both.
Oh, yeah. Federspiel turns against Allen, and Allen can just wall up there as another deflection by Bailey in the backcourt. This is an important possession, I think, for Norwell here. It kind of feels like they need to stop. 5 straight for Leo.
Yeah, absolutely. And you get a stop right now. Force a turnover and come back on the other end and get a bucket. And you don't want this thing to get too out of hand here going into half. You want to keep it within a couple possessions for sure. Find a camera person would increase the quality of our production.
That would. We're limited in budget, unfortunately. I wish I could have a nice incentive to offer people, but it's basically, hey, you're going to be at the game. You want to do camera? A lot of Norwell basketball alums in the house here tonight. We were talking to current Diamondback Josh Van Meter before the broadcast. Ian Kissel's here as well. That's a couple of really good point guards for Norwell in past years. Van Meter on the state team, and then Kissel leading his guys. Parker is hacked and is down for an extra second. DJ Allen's got hops. Parker, no fear, going right down the lane and earns a trip to the line. Boy, Parker really hit the deck hard there. And it's good to see him get up, and same for Allen, because they both went to the ground pretty hard. And they're not playing on the concussion-padded turf outside. DJ will be playing in the Big Ten next year. Jake Parker, a 75% free throw shooter. 1 bucket on the night here this evening, and that one spits out. So just token backcourt pressure applied, Alex, but it has given Leo a few problems. And it's not a Norwell team that does it all that often. So I'm interested by the strategy. McBride goes for the steal, but he's got to be careful with 2 fouls. And the worst thing that he can do is go to the half with 3. The turn and fade is no good. Mistimed jump on the rebound. Bontrager the miss, Bolin the rebound.
Great box out there by Bolin, too.
Parker, mid-range. And Bolin just hacked Bontrager on the rebound. It's been a physical game, hasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Both teams want. I mean, you can tell they want it. I mean, there's no. The game's not going to get handed to either of these teams. They're going to go take it, and it shows tonight.
This really feels like a conference game. It really feels like a lot of good football players on the floor is what it feels like to me.
Absolutely.
But it's guys that are challenging each other, and it's been a lot of fun to watch.
Using the lower body to box.
Yeah.
Box your defender, your guy out. That's football right there.
Yeah, this game is not for the faint of lower bodies here tonight.
It's NE8 football.
That's right. It is a physical brand. 1970s style. Good challenge by Graft, who's undersized at the rim. Cohen Bailey saves it into his brother. And now Norwell's got a 4-on-3 if they hurry. Parker from the elbow. Even Jamie Feldheiser's getting into it here tonight. I mean,
if he gets into it,
it's a big game.
Yeah.
22-20. And Leo, in this situation last time, held for the final shot. Norwell does have a foul to give here, so they can be a little extra aggressive if they want to be. Heitshu goes right around Bailey, though, and misses a shot. Cohen pushes the pace. Goes to the rim, and the follow by Federspiel ties the game. Boy, this crowd is into it. Here comes the crowd. 22 all as Norwell defends on the final possession, and the Norwell fans rise to their feet here in the castle. Great atmosphere here tonight. Tied at 22.
This is what it's all about right here.
Rubel downhill, tied up. Gets the shot to drop. And that'll end the half. Parker will not get it off in time. And the first half, a very entertaining one, comes to a close. At the break, it's 3rd-ranked Leo leading 11th-ranked Norwell, 24-22. We'll take a timeout and return with the halftime show after this on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
At Corrective Chiropractic, we offer individualized treatment plans for patients of all ages, from infants to elderly, and even during pregnancy. Have you ever experienced a workplace, sports, or auto accident, or just suffer from chronic pain? Corrective Chiropractic can help. Knee, neck, shoulder, or back pain, headaches, migraines, allergies, muscular tension. Corrective Chiropractic can help. I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic. We welcome patients from Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Bern, Montpelier, and the surrounding areas. Schedule your appointment today at 260-353-1400 and let Corrective Chiropractic help you along your journey to health and wellness. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza. Feel and function better.
Cleaning One Incorporated, your cleaning specialists. They offer a great variety of cleaning services, commercial cleaning, cleaning windows, strip and wax floors, clean carpets, complete sanitizing of facilities, floor repair or replacement. They will also schedule a PM maintenance program.
At Cleaning One, your security is their top priority. They do a complete background check on each of their employees so you can feel good about letting them into your homes. For more information, Give Rob a call at 260-409-2564 or give Bob a call, 260-403-7676. Or you can simply send them an email at officeonecleaning@yahoo.com.
Cleaning One Incorporated, your cleaning specialists.
Is filled with fabulous golf courses that offer a variety of experiences and are as diverse and distinct as the regions they're in. And there is one right here in your backyard that you shouldn't miss. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton. You deserve a little time on the greens, so book your tee time, brush off your spikes, and get ready to play. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton, just east of the Stone Quarry.
Head on out to Green Valley to hit some balls on their driving range or putting green. Call 824-4510 to reserve your tee time. Green Valley, where your friends play.
Did you sprain your ankle playing with your kids last night? Have you had a nagging pain while training for an upcoming race? Or do you have an upcoming surgery? Indiana Physical Therapy understands how important and valuable your time is to you. At Indiana Physical Therapy, we can schedule you within 24 hours at any of our 19 convenient clinics. With trusted results, you can count on Indiana Physical Therapy to get you better, faster. You don't need a referral from your doctor, and all insurances are accepted, including Anthem. IPT is your choice for physical therapy. So what are you waiting for? Call Indiana Physical Therapy right now at 260-209-2464 to schedule an appointment, or go online to indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Nick Huffman, a Bluffton High School graduate, is ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. If you're ready to start a new chapter in your life, now's the time. With historic low interest rates, houses are moving at lightning speed. Whether you need single-family, multifamily, agricultural, commercial, property management, mixed use, or land development, give Nick a call or text at 827-8255 or send him a message on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. Nick is located at the Stephan Group at 107 West Market Street in Bluffton. His number again is 827-8255.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Good evening, Norwell basketball fans. My name is Nathan Shelton. As an advisor at Shelton Financial Group, the thing I enjoy most is talking to our clients about what matters to them. As our clients prepare for and enjoy retirement, some enjoy spending time with their grandkids, some prefer to travel the world, and for others, it's giving of time and resources. As you think of and prepare for your retirement, we'd love to talk with you either virtually or in person at one of our office locations in Austin or Fort Wayne. You can also call us at 260-436-7006. Nathan Shelton, investment advisor representative of USA Financial Securities, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Back here at halftime inside the Castle, Leo leading Norwell 24-22. Derek Decker with Alex Howard. So glad you could join us here tonight. Alex, really good first half of basketball from both teams. I think probably a few more turnovers than both teams would be comfortable with, but as far as the pace goes and generally the shot selection, everything was pretty good. Bailey and McBride and Boland both have 2 fouls for Norwell. Something to watch down the stretch of the game if we get a lot of fouls in the second half. But a very physically played first half, and it's very obvious that both these teams are competing hard. These are more than likely the best 2 teams in the conference.
Yeah, absolutely. And these 2 teams are honestly both ways getting what they kind of want offensively.
Yeah.
Leo's got a lot of looks down low, but they've also found themselves in a lot of three-point situations and have knocked down a lot of threes here. But again, Norwell, in their offensive set, they're so patient. They get what they want, and when they find what they want, they take advantage of it. So Leighton Bailey, a couple big threes, one in the corner there. Luke McBride making things happen as well. And Jake Parker, a couple really good mid-range shots off the drive there. Should be a really, really good second half here.
Yeah, it really should. And I think at this point, really balanced scoring in the first half from Norwell. 4 guys scored. Parker, Bailey, and Fettersfield all had 5, and McBride had 4. So that's as balanced as it can get. Balanced for Leo, too. 7 for DJ Allen. All those in the first quarter, I think. At least 5 out of 7. Heitschuh had 5. That was Brody Heitschuh. Trey Heitschuh had 4. McGee and Bontrager both had 3. So up and down. We always talk about the star players in these kind of games, but it's been good balance for both groups, getting guys that are lesser known scorers and getting production out of them as well.
Yeah, and that shows me right there that it's a competitive game. And both teams are being patient in their offense, and when they get what they want, it's not always the same guy. I mean, they find where the openings are, they take advantage of the weaknesses, and that's where you get the balanced scoring. You get these teams that have the one guy or try to get to their one guy. Those stars are always going to get their scoring. But in a game like this where it's highly competitive, I mean, it's anybody's game, and anybody in this gym right now, anybody that steps foot on the court is going to have an impact on this game, going to put their thumbprint on it.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see how Leo responds to a game that's being played like this. They don't play a lot of low-scoring games. Norwell's much more accustomed to being in a game in the 40s. In the last 2 games in Noblesville, by the way, every team outside of those 2 games that Norwell played in got to the 60s for the winner. Norwell beat Crown Point in the morning in the semifinal 49-45, then lost 43-39 in the title game. It's not necessarily a grinded out kind of game, but it's a lower scoring contest. And the question is, Alex, how will Leo respond to that?
Right, and honestly, we gotta see it in their patience first. I mean, this is a team that scores 67 points a game in the Leo Lions. This Norwell team has no problem sitting back and forcing you to go through your offense 5-6 times, just make you run these stupid long possessions. Norwell has no problem with that. They're going to sit there and play defense, and they're going to be up on you, close out on perimeter shooters, and then when they get the ball on offense, they're going to sit in their set and they're going to wait. They're going to wait for their shot too. So, I mean, for Leo, the key is patience, just pure patience in your offensive set. Trust it, and knock down your open shots when you get it. But because this Norwell team's not going to speed up. You're not going to speed up this Norwell team.
No, you're certainly not. And that's what impressed me so much about Chesterton. It was their ability to really just calm down and be patient and not willing to force anything. They had a 2.5-minute possession in the fourth quarter that put that thing away. Leo, I thought early in the first few possessions, maybe took a couple shots that were out of rhythm or they're used to being able to get away with. But after that, they made the adjustment without even having to call a timeout and quickly settled into what they do best.
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, this game, sometimes the officiating too can kind of stick its fingerprint where it doesn't belong to, and the officials have been doing a great job. This thing moving, allowing both teams to play a little bit, but at the same time, fouls that need to be called to keep this game kind of under control and not let it get too sloppy and too physical. This is just a really good basketball game.
There's a reason this Indy-based crew is on this contest here
absolutely.
Tonight. We'll step aside and be right back with the third quarter after this.
In business since 1981, Barclay Builders has been building residential homes and commercial projects in Northeast Indiana, taking pride in building their clients the best project for their budget. With interaction between clients, vendors, and trade contractors, Barclay Builders meets the needs of homeowners to build their forever home. At Barclay Builders, it's all about you. It's your heart and your soul at the center of every design decision made. Josh and his team are poised to build the home you've always wanted. It isn't just a home, it's your forever home. Contact Barclay Builders at 260-622-7674. That's 622-7674. Or find them on Facebook at Barclay Builders, Inc. Let Barclay Builders get started on your Barclay Built Forever home.
Welcome back to the Castle. If you've never been to the Castle here in Ossian, it is as close to I'm definitely not biased, as close to a bucket list of a gym as you could get in high school hoops in Indiana. It is just a dandy. It's unique. There's a lot of quirks that make this place great, but it has some great sight lines and almost always a rocking atmosphere, no matter who the opponent is. No different here tonight as we start the third quarter. We've got a foul called on the drive on the floor, and the basket will not count. And that foul goes against Jake Parker, his first. Alex, what are you looking for keys-wise here in the second half for both groups?
I said it kind of already in the halftime show, but for Leo, just complete patience. You know, you have the height advantage here. You'll find opportunities to get buckets underneath. And for Norwell, I mean, you got to continue to sit on defense, take advantage of when Leo tries to, you know, do too much with the ball, and take advantage of those times to get your turnovers when you need it.
Well, Bontrager gets an and one to start this third quarter. The foul is the third on Brody Bolin. Wait, they got Leighton Bailey on that instead of Bolin, so Bolin still has 2. Free throw is good. And so it is a 5-point game once again. Leo has not led by more than this. The entire game has been played within 5 points either way, which is exactly what you expected tonight. That's an illegal screen for Norwell, or I guess a travel, which I was kind of befuddled by. That's why I thought it was an illegal screen. It's called by Lachelle Hatcher. Mike McBride was asking questions over there too to Chris Shields, but Mike isn't completely pleased with the answer, but seems to have reached a resolution. Neither team, by the way, has used a timeout yet, and which means we're going to have a long stretch at the end more than likely. DJ Allen misses the free throw line jumper. Nice find by Parker, and Bailey will take it baseline and spin and head to the line. He almost made that shot. That was a circus shot by Leighton Bailey. Almost knocked it in. Foul against DJ, I gotta stop guessing, Brody Heitshoe is who picked up the foul, and Bailey knocks in the free one. Bailey's an 82% foul shooter. Typically when you guess, it doesn't go well. And that's been the case here tonight. Bailey missed one there. Not very often does he do that. So it remains a 4-point contest. Leo with a couple of buckets to start this third quarter. Norwell with a free throw in return. They are perimeter based on this possession. And that three goes down for Aiden Rubel, his first basket of the night. And all of a sudden it's a 7-point game. Leo's really come out of the gate with an important couple of baskets to start this second half. It's exactly what you need on the road. Forced pass there by Bolin, but gets it through to McBride, who's on to the line with a chance at 3.
Yeah, when you run that play as many times as this Norwell Nice team has, you know how to thread the needle on that pass, and Luke McBride knew exactly where it was going to be. Great finish, up and under there, and a chance for 3.
Bolin has more assists than you might think on the season. I mean, you don't look at a post player as usually having a lot of assists, but Bolin understands his role well. Norwell fans displeased with the no call there. It's a 4-point contest. Allen attacks Bolin. And that was a tough shot. Offensive board. Middleton missed it. And a foul on McBride, and that's number 3. A lot of fouls to open up this second half.
And that's just from being a little bit out of position there on the glass, and got to come down with a defensive rebound there.
So Middleton's off to the free throw line. This guy is the big shot maker for Leo. Last year hit some huge shots in crunch time moments, especially in the tournament when Leo needed it. But that's the first point for Middleton tonight. Back comes Norwell, trailing by 5, 2 minutes into the third quarter. Good find by McBride. Bailey has it altered. McBride was trying to fight for that, but Leo was more physical. Bontrager hammers it down! And Norwell calls a timeout. Well, we've seen some high-flying plays here tonight. Nothing short of that. And Norwell calls the first timeout of the game. It's a 30, so we'll keep it here. And Leo has all the energy right now.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that timeout there by Mike McBride. Yeah, I get it. The gym kind of erupted there on that dunk. But at the same time, Leo was a little bit out of position defensively getting back. Norwell got the ball out quick. I think you let your guys run down the court, see if you can't get a quick bucket. Then you call a timeout to kind of try to settle things down after that. But I think you're right there. You allowed Leo to get that momentum of the dunk and keep it. But he did need a timeout for what it's worth.
So you said he doesn't need a timeout.
He didn't need
now
to
you
take
said
it
he
there,
needed a timeout.
He did need one soon, but I thought they had the advantage going the other way.
Well, regardless, Norwell trails by 7 now, which is their largest hole of the night. And they'll inbound with some pressure applied by the Lions. Kind of feels like Leo's really trying to prove something here and say, we're still the better team. Oh, Bolin should have looked at the bucket there. Norwell having difficulties with spacing on offense on this possession. Off balance, McBride partially blocked. The length is starting to become a real issue. McBride can't foul here, and he does. Oh, that is just a bad, unless they're going to get Graff, and they get McBride, and that's number 4, and Norwell is in deep trouble here, and that's just not making a good play, because McBride has to understand the situation there. Picks up his 4th foul with more than 5 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't know if Leo realized it, but that's a great kind of jump ball to throw there on McBride. Just see if you can't get him to pick up his 4th, which he does.
Don Traeger's first one falls.
And he's going to stay in the game.
Well,
I mean, at this point,
if he fouls out, he fouls out. I mean,
right.
You still got to have him on the floor. I mean, that's the downside of being who Norwell is, and it was clearly a foul. And both of them are good, and now it's a 9-point game. And the problem is Norwell loses a good defender in McBride who cannot afford to be aggressive on defense anymore. So you attack him if you're Leo all night. Try to get him out of the game as best you can. Even if you waste a couple possessions, it's worth it, because you're saving a lot of points on the offensive end. Although they defended him well, McBride's got just 6 points tonight. Averages 18. Backdoor again, McBride. That counts.
You know, I was thinking, too, you take away a little bit of McBride's aggressiveness on offense as well, because he likes to use that left hand when he's driving right, or the right hand when he's driving left to kind of protect the ball and stuff like that, and he's not able to, use it as aggressively in case of those offensive fouls. That'd be a shame to pick up your 5th on an offensive foul.
Oh, we've seen it happen plenty of times, so haven't we? I think he's coming out right here. He will. It's going to be a lot of subbing, I think, here down the stretch for Norwell. And Cohen Bailey relieves him. That's a big play, though. I mean, it was a 9-point game, and now it's trimmed back to 6. And, it'll be interesting to see how the substitution patterns work through the last 12 minutes of the game. But we've got an entertaining one here. Norwell needs a couple stops. They haven't gotten very many of them in this quarter. That's a strong rebound by Bolin, and the contested shot by Graff gets Norwell the defensive board. Corner 3, Parker, way short. That's where a shot fake would have come in handy, although hindsight's 20/20. Aiden Rubel was flying at him, who's got good size. Foul called against Graff underneath. It's Graff's first. There's going to be a lot of free throws in the second half, I think. Not even halfway through the third quarter, we've had combined 8 fouls called, which you do not see much in a conference game. That pass is too far even for the 6'7" DJ Allen, which is saying a lot, because he can get off his feet. Bailey's open. Way off. 2 threes in a row that have been missed badly by good shooters. You can't do that. All right. It's like, so Middleton just tried a shot fake and then dribbled it to himself, and that's not allowed. And so that's a turnover.
It feels like Leo's kind of getting in their normal rhythm where they push the ball up the court and they're able to kind of run out a little bit. Norwell's backcourt pressure kind of didn't really allow that in the first half, and Norwell having to be not as aggressive on defense is allowing Leo to kind of push the pace a little bit. Leo really trying to put this thing away early.
But they haven't been able to do it yet.
No.
The Knights won't go away, even though they don't have their best scorer on the floor right now. Cohen Bailey. Oh, that's a big three for Cohen Bailey. That's just his 7th of the year. He doesn't take very many off the bench, and now it's a 3-point game again. And the Norwell fans are starting to get back into it. 35-32, Norwell bench to its feet. Elbow jumper, Rubel. Rebound, Bolin, and there was some contact down low, no call. And Norwell could tie the game. It's probably going to be one of the Baileys to do it, or Parker if they do it from distance. Cohen again. Just short. Love the look, though, by Cohen Bailey. Now in transition, they dump it down low, and that's a layup for DJ Allen, who is trailing. And that's really good transition offense by the Lions. That is just what this Leo team does. That's not something that Norwell will do very often. Their length and their size allow them the ability to really push the floor. And they've spaced it well on offense here tonight. Bailey putting on the moves on the dribble. And they're kind of slowing down a little bit on this possession. Needed a breather. Bailey chucks it. Foul by Graft, and that's the 6th on the team here in this second half. And so Leo's going to shoot the rest of the game. Well, the good news is that's not the end of the world if you're Norwell. Again, at least statistically, the numbers will not show that Leo's a good foul shooting team.
Yeah, and if this game kind of start pulling away here from Norwell, that's a way you could potentially bring it back.
Give a couple fouls.
Yeah, give a couple fouls, put them at the line, and that slows the game way down.
Yeah, and you are rolling the dice a little bit there, and obviously McBride can't be the one to do it, who just checked back into the game, by the way, and kicks that one.
I know it's just a kick ball, but every time McBride's in the vicinity and the whistle blows, you get a little scared.
Hold your breath a little bit. He's still defending tight. It's just going to depend on. It's always interesting to see. Officials know, by the way.
Oh, absolutely.
Allen gets his own miss. And now Cohen Bailey chases after it and gets fouled by DJ Allen. I can't believe that's. Okay, it's his second. I missed one. I was going to say, I can't believe that's his first foul. As physical a player as he is, and as tough as he is down low, he's got his hands on everything. I mean, I am so glad to see him playing basketball, though. He understands that he can do that. McBride gets fouled here and goes to the stripe. So many guys now, though, are specializing in a sport, but that is not the case, as DJ Allen and Landon Livingston are in this on this basketball team. Off to Rutgers and West Virginia, respectively. Livingston, a beast on the football field, on the line. Double digits now for Luke McBride. That was the second foul on Trey Heitshoe. McBride has not missed from the foul line. He's back out of the game. It's almost a little offense-defense sub. And, you know, he's just a guaranteed make at the line. Every time you put him there, he's going to knock him down. So it's really good offense for him to just get to the strike.
Well, I like they came in for Leighton Bailey there. Get Leighton a quick breather, knowing that you need a lot of minutes from Leighton right now.
Yeah, it feels like he needed it. Graft knocks it loose. Oh, that's a tough turnaround for Jackson McGee, who tosses in just his second bucket. That's a big one for Leo. Just better offense there. That's not a lot different you could have done defensively. And sometimes you just got to tip your cap and move along. 5-point lead. Leo's led by about this margin most of the quarter. They did have it as high as 9 at one point. And Norwell's had it as close as 3. Bailey turns it over at midcourt. Picked up by Rubel. Oh, the Norwell fans come unglued on what looked to be a clean block by Parker. Crawled by Chris Shields on the backside, and Leo's going to the line, and that upset a lot of folks in this building. A lot of folks. Your thoughts? Don't want to make a thought?
Not a single thought. Nope.
I don't know. I mean, I honestly, I don't know.
Pure reaction says, bad call. Homer says bad call. But we're so far away. He was right under it.
Oh, I got no problem with that foul being called. I mean,
right. just let the fans call the game here in that situation.
I mean, you have your typical whiners.
Right.
Myself has been included in that over the past number of years.
I've never been.
Right. But you know what? It takes a lot for everybody to get moving. And I think more of that was just the situation of the game.
Yeah, and
more than anything
loud,
else.
Ball.
It was noisy.
Yeah, ball got rejected there. Contact or no contact, it was loud.
So. All right, 20 seconds left in the quarter, and the Knights can hold for the final look.
2-for-1 opportunity here, too, with the arrow pointing towards Norwell.
Feels like the Knights need a bucket. McBride draws a foul on a 3. That is a veteran move from Luke McBride. And he's almost a sure bet to make his free throws. 5 seconds left in the quarter, and Luke McBride is shooting a trio.
That gets a lot of moans and groans here from the Leo faithful, but that's a foul. Coming into a space and lean into it or no lean into it, it's a foul.
Well, he just knows that when you get a defender off his feet, that's what happens. That's exactly what you do is you go right through him. So Cohen Bailey's going to check in for him if he makes the free throw. Graft is to the bench
this move here too.
Federspiel's in for him. You like that?
Yeah, if he makes it here, I'd love to see Cohen kind of apply some ball pressure right away.
Well, he does, and Bailey will sit near half court. Leo's got 5 seconds to get a shot off. We've already seen one half quarter made in this game. Oh, man, Haitshu almost banked it in. He shot it with confidence, and that is a big 3 points at the end of the quarter for Norwell. They trail by just 4, heading to the final frame on WellsCountyVoice.com.
When looking to sell or buy a home in Wells County, it's so important to work with an experienced full-time agent from the local area. I'm Bev Grish, and I'm beginning my 24th year helping families in the real estate business and would love to guide your family through the process. When you choose to work with a local agent who knows the Wells County market, you are a step ahead. I have built good working relationships with local lenders, realtors, inspectors, contractors, and appraisers, and it helps the process go smoothly. Whether you are buying your first home, a larger home, investment property, dream home, selling a long-time family business, or downsizing into retirement, I'm here to help. Heartfelt thanks for supporting me 24 years in the real estate business I truly love. Bev sells Wells at 466-1822.
Final quarter right now on the Voice here at the Castle in Ossian. Really good day for Norwell athletics in general. Norwell wrestlers go to New Haven and win the Invitational. The middle school group on the girls' side, 7th and 8th graders, both won their respective tournaments at Adams Central. This Norwell ball here to start the quarter. Leo's trying to take it out. Luke LaGrange is trying to steal one. Hey, that's a good move. You always go to you always act like you know what you're doing, and it's like a good free throw shooter just walking to the free throw line and seeing you can get away with it. That's exactly what you do. That's a stolen Robbie Hummel quote. Robbie thinks pretty highly of himself of being a good shooter. I don't know if I'd qualify him in that category. I absolutely would. A lot of fun to watch. But we've got a 4-point game here at the Castle, and Norwell's got a chance to cut this to a one-possession game after trailing by 7. McBride made 3 free throws at the end of the third quarter to draw Norwell back to within 4. Turnover. Man. Well, Norwell comes up empty and gives up an easy deuce.
Yeah, I felt like they were just setting up the play there, and they've ran that play a couple times today, and Leo not fooled. They fooled a couple back doors there to Luke McBride, but jumped the pass there. Easy bucket.
Parker, a contested shot on the baseline, rebounded by McGee. And that's a foul on Bolin, and that's number 3, and free throws coming up for Leo. Sub for Leo is Brody Heitschuh, the starting guard, replaces Aiden Rubel, another starting guard. 1-1 here for the Lions. Jackson McGee heading to the stripe. Norwell certainly got their work cut out for them. It's hard to erase a deficit against this kind of team.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, this Norwell team doesn't necessarily have the fastest offense. So, I mean, in your sets, you have to get what you want. That's a foul.
Bailey had McGee drop behind him. It's an 8-point Leo lead. So as much work as Norwell's done to get this thing closer, it's just kind of slowly grown once again here to start this quarter. Parker gets free though and misses the 3. Oh, off of Leo with no foul. McGee has it go out of his hands, and Bolin challenged for it. Certainly looked like one from back here. Maybe Norwell catching a break. McBride fouled. I don't think he'll get 2 free throws, although 1-1 is just like giving him 2 more often than not. So they are going to give him 2. Yeah, I don't know about that. It's probably not going to matter, but I'm a little surprised. Well, how about this, Alex? McBride's last 7 points have come from the free throw line.
You know, with Ian Kissel in the building, it's making me think of a game that Kissel had that hit a lot of free throws.
Yeah. What's the record? 17 in a row, I think?
17, yeah.
Well, he would have the official number. He's not shy to talk about it.
Oh, no.
45-39. Norwell still hanging in there, down 6. This, I mean, really on paper, you look at every way, shape, and form, Leo should be favored in this game. They've got the experience, they've got the size, they have all the seniors, and they've been on the top of the league. They haven't lost a conference game in a couple of years. But Norwell is trying to challenge them. They've been close all night, but have not made that big push to take the lead, and that rim's no good, but Allen is there to chase down the rebound and saves it into Graff.
That's close.
Here come the Knights. Bailey charging, and he's fouled.
I mean, how about Luke McBride scrapping for that ball over there? And
again, you hold your breath, right?
I mean, come on, man. I mean, the dude's playing like he's got 1 foul. I mean, I love it, though. He knows he needs to bring the energy. It's do or die right now.
Yeah, and even, you know, if you're McBride, you still can't play like you're timid, and that's just not going to work. I mean, if you foul out at some point, you foul out.
Right.
Because you're at a point now where you're under 6 minutes to go. You got to trust the rest of your guys on the team. We were talking at halftime about production from other guys, and that's what matters in these kind of games anyway, because your best playmaker is more than likely going to get shut down. McBride has 8 straight points from the free throw line. He's got 16, but he's really had to work hard for him. And now it's a 4-point game. And I honestly think that Leo should be more aggressive against McBride on the drive, just to see if you can pick up a cheapie. That's out of bounds. Last touch by Norwell. Challenged by Graft and Parker. Bit of a dangerous pass. There's a foul. Bontrager's headed to the line as Jake Parker picks up the personal. Nope. Wrong again. It's not the first time, and it certainly won't be the last. 3rd foul against Graft. 5:28 to go. You know, it does feel like Leo's up more than they are, and they're missing free throws here. I mean, Norwell's right there.
Yeah, we talked about it
They're
earlier.
one shot
this
away.
Thing starts kind of growing on you. and not Norwell's favor, in Leo's favor, I mean, Norwell might think about put Gavin in and let him pick up a couple cheapies and put him at the line. I mean, if 50% is all they're going, you'll trade 2 for 1 and you'll climb your way back into this thing if you need to. I mean, 5-point deficit, you can overcome that in 5 minutes. But
11 points for Bontrager. It's 46-41. Leo up 5. McBride on a curl. They run that play a lot in the offense. It's really more or less in the motion of the typical offense for the Knights. Bailey probing. Extra pass, McBride wide open, yes! And a quick timeout called here by Norwell. And we've got ourselves a 2-point game. 30-second break. We'll be right back.
You've heard of Seize the Day, right? Well, this month you can pay the day at the YMCA. Join the Y on January 5th and pay $5 for the entire month. Join on January 6th, pay $6 and so on. The sooner you join, the less you pay. Get your family connected to healthy activities in a clean, safe environment with a membership to the Y. Save big with Pay the Day at the YMCA now through January 31st. Visit fwymca.org for details. Offer valid at YMCA's in Allen, Whitley, and Wells counties. Some restrictions apply.
It's a 2-point game here at the Castle with 4:54 left in this fourth quarter. Both teams are in the bonus. If you're just joining us here tonight, you've really missed a lot of fun. Luke McBride knocked down a half quarter to end the first quarter, and Norwell led by 2 at the end of 1, then trailed by 2 at the half. And since then, it's really been tight. Leo's had the advantage. They came out hot to start the third quarter. Norwell clawing their way back with a lot of free throws from their star player, Luke McBride, who now has his average. He's got 19 points. That 3 was one of the biggest. Mike McBride says, make some noise, bench. He just took his second time out. And Norwell, with a stop and a score, can tie the game or take the lead. Allen the spin. Altered, and the putback is good for Bontrager. That's a big putback there on the offensive board. Second chance points coming in large for Leo, and another timeout called here by Mike McBride. This is a full one. We'll take another break and be right back on WellsCountyVoice.com.
At Corrective Chiropractic, we offer individualized treatment plans for patients of all ages, from infants to elderly, and even during pregnancy. Have you ever experienced a workplace, sports, or auto accident, or just suffer from chronic pain? Corrective Chiropractic can help. Knee, neck, shoulder, or back pain, headaches, migraines, allergies, muscular tension. Corrective Chiropractic can help. I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic. We welcome patients from Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Bern, Montpelier, and the surrounding areas. Schedule your appointment today at 260-353-1400 and let Corrective Chiropractic help you along your journey to health and wellness. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza. Feel and function better.
Fourth quarter at the Castle, 4:27 to go. It's a 4-point Leo lead here at Norwell. Derek Decker with Alex Howard. So glad you're with us here on this icy Saturday night. Has not kept folks from streaming into the Castle in large numbers. Leo brought a nice crowd as well, and a really good student section who's down in front of us here tonight in the corner as we look at it in the southwest corner of the Castle atop our familiar perch. Norwell trails it by 4. They've got the basketball coming out of the timeout, the third timeout used by Mike McBride. You surprised at that one, Alex?
Yeah, I am. I think he's going to need him here towards the end.
I agree.
Yeah, after just taking one not too long ago, I'm a little confused by that, but I'm sure he had a reason.
Well, Bailey the floater can't get it to stay down. Well, they got the look they wanted. Just didn't convert. They loop it into Bontrager. Stripped cleanly by Luke Graff. Nice defensive play. Tough screen set out top by Bolin. McBride has played almost the entire second half with 4 fouls. I think that is almost kind of bled out of your memory at this point. Off balance 3. Bailey gets it to go. What a shot by Leighton Bailey, and the Knights are back within a point. And the crowd comes alive again. 48-47 here at the Castle. Rise and fire, Haichu, a long deuce. Yeah. Big playmakers are starting to make big plays here. This is a lot of fun to watch. Well, I said it from the start, no matter how we got here, we really thought this would be a tight game down the stretch, and that's exactly what we've got, a 3-point game with 3 minutes to go. Parker for the tie. Well short, and off of Bailey last. Parker just has not had it tonight. He has not made a three. He is he's a 43% three-point shooter, best by percentage on Norwell's team. And he has not been close a couple of times tonight. So what will Leo's strategy be here in the last 2.5 minutes, offensively leading by 3?
Take the air out of it when you can, and then quick cut and a bucket, probably, if I had to guess.
The problem is, I think if you're Leo, you want to try to look for a basket. Oh, that's a 3. And it goes down for Bontrager! Oh, man, 16 points with a 6'8 senior, and Leo calls a timeout. That is a massive 3. We've got a full one. We'll be right back.
Is filled with fabulous golf courses that offer a variety of experiences and are as diverse and distinct as the regions they're in. And there is one right here in your backyard that you shouldn't miss. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton. You deserve a little time on the greens, so book your tee time, brush off your spikes, and get ready to play. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton, just east of the Stone Quarry.
Head on out to Green Valley to hit some balls on their driving range or putting green. Call 824-4510 to reserve your tee time. Green Valley, where your friends play.
Back at the Castle. Alex, I so hope we get this game again in a regional. I mean, wouldn't this be fun at the Newcastle Fieldhouse?
Absolutely. You can just tell the star power that's in this game. I mean, I see Indiana Wesleyan's head basketball coach sitting behind the scores table. Just kind of saw that now. But, this game just has a couple of really, really good fundamental teams that know their personnel, know what they want to do, and they've done it today on both sides of the ball. Really, really fun basketball game. This is what any 8 ball is all about.
That was a big 3 by Bontrager.
Huge.
I mean, really, changed the dynamic of the game. Norwell doesn't have to get a 3 here. McBride pulls the trigger and missed it all. That is back-to-back 3s that have missed the rim. And Norwell's not in foul mode yet, but they've got to be close, and it can't be McBride. And that's right to the cup goes Brody Haichu, and now we've got a 3-possession game. Bailey picked. And all of a sudden, Leo has their largest lead of the night with 90 seconds to go. So McBride gets that to drop. He's got 21. And it's an 8-point game once again, but that is just, a couple of possessions that you just cannot afford to have if you're Norwell. That foul called on Parker, which is number 3 on him. Double bonus for Leo the rest of the contest. And we're going to talk about a sequence that just sucked all the energy out. We were waiting for that and see if that moment came tonight, and it came with about 90 seconds to go.
Yeah, it came at really the worst time for the night.
No kidding. Aiden Rubel, the free throw shooter. 65% last year. Led Leo in assists last season. And he's really distributed the ball well tonight. 6 big points, though, too. In and out. Oh, tipped up. Graft throws it to Parker, and Norwell's on the move. Parker is cleanly stripped by Trey Haichu. That is beautiful hands by Haichu to strip that one away. Haichu. Norwell's got to hurry. And McBride is fouled. That's the last thing you want to do if you're Leo. Well, the Lions have established themselves once again as still the team to beat in the Northeast State. They came in here with a tall ask tonight against a hot Norwell team, and they are going to come away with a victory, and Norwell is going to lose back-to-back games here, barring a miracle down the stretch.
Yeah, it honestly feels a little bit kind of like the end of that girls game last night at Leo, except it was Norwell that made that mini run at the end.
Right.
To kind of put things away. Leo Lions here, real impressive run.
Oh, yeah.
Again, playing on both sides. Great defensive strip there, and a nice bucket on the other end. This Leo team's doing it all.
Aside from a turnover here, Leo's in great shape. And the problem has been, that's what I'm saying, that's the problem, although that was an unnecessary shot, and then Bolin turns it over, and it's a foul on Bolin. That is the definition of a missed opportunity for Norwell.
Absolutely.
You get what you want, which is a quick shot and a miss that Leo really didn't need. And then Bolin grabs on the rebound after turning it over. And so that'll send Brody Heitschuh to the free throw line. Subs here for Leo, back in Trey Heitschuh and DJ Allen. And he missed them both. So Norwell dodges a bullet there for the moment. Bailey, high arcing, offensive board by McBride, falling in and goes to the line. Leo needs to stop fouling.
Yeah.
You got to put this thing away.
Right.
And Leo just had Trey Heitschuh foul out. So McBride to the line for two, 88% free throw shooter. I don't believe has missed tonight. And let's see. He's got 24 now. I've got him 12 for 12. God, he's got to be making Ian Kissel sweat on the other side. Nah, he's not going to get there, though.
Not going to get there, though.
All right, well, 7-point game. I'm surprised McBride's out, but an offense-defense sub. Norwell has to foul here pretty quickly. Oh, that's a bad pass. Fetterspiel picks it off, and they're down just 7. Bailey spots up. It's deep. Rim's no good. Grafton offensive rebound. Puts it back in, and a timeout called by Norwell. Now, Leo having real issues closing this thing out, and now it's a 5-point game with 20 seconds to go. So Norwell not quite done yet. Well, just when you think it's over, I really can't believe this is a 5-point game right now.
No, if you're Leo, all you got to do is literally dribble it across half court.
Easier said than done. But that was not the pass. That's never the pass.
Full court pass is not the play there.
No, not when you're trying to put the game away. 60-55, both teams in double bonus. Norwell down to 1 timeout now, and they trail by 5. They were down 11 just a moment ago. And now I'm assuming McBride is going to stay on the bench for the moment, although actually I think they just subbed him back in. You want him in the game now. In case you do get a steal, then you want to have your best shooter on the floor, even if he fouls out. Well, we've talked about it all night in the second half. McBride's been in foul trouble the entire second half.
Right.
I mean, he picked up his 4th foul with just more than 5 minutes left in the third, and he's cut it down. I think the Norwell folks kind of filed out of here a moment ago. But the ones that have stayed are hanging around and hoping the Knights could pull something off here and at the very least push this thing to overtime. And
Wouldn't that be something?
Wouldn't it be? Norwell has not done a bad job of forcing turnovers here. Ooh, that's a dangerous pass. Bailey is close and now fouls. The good news is for Leo is they've also got the possession arrow. So if we do have a tie-up, it'll stay with Leo. That's important to know. 2 shots here coming, and really both free throws made would still put this thing away. And Jackson McGee is there. Made a couple his last time at the line.
for the Lions, 42, TJ Allen.
So both free throws good for McGee. In comes Heitschuh. Norwell still down 3 possessions with just 16 seconds to go and a single timeout left. I'm sure this is going to be a McBride catch it and go kind of play. And probably pull up. He dishes it off. Cohen Bailey from the corner. And here come the Lions, and Rubel will dribble out the clock. Norwell will not foul. They made it interesting, but the Leo Lions continue their streak in the Northeast State, and they knock off Norwell on the road, 62-55. We had a real fun one here tonight, but the Lions come out on top. We'll take a break. We'll talk to Coach Mike McBride after this on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
Nick Huffman, a Bluffton High School graduate, is ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. If you're ready to start a new chapter in your life, now's the time. With historic low interest rates, houses are moving at lightning speed. Whether you need single-family, multifamily, agricultural, commercial, property management, mixed use, or land development, give Nick a call or text at 827-8255 or send him a message on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. Nick is located at the Stephan Group at 107 West Market Street in Bluffton. His number again is 827-8255.
Did you sprain your ankle playing with your kids last night? Have you had a nagging pain while training for an upcoming race? Or do you have an upcoming surgery? Indiana Physical Therapy understands how important and valuable your time is to you. At Indiana Physical Therapy, we can schedule you within 24 hours at any of our 19 convenient clinics. With trusted results, you can count on Indiana Physical Therapy to get you better, faster. You don't need a referral from your doctor, and all insurances are accepted, including Anthem. IPT is your choice for physical therapy. So what are you waiting for? Call Indiana Physical Therapy right now at 260-209-2464 to schedule an appointment, or go online to indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Good evening, Norwell basketball fans. My name is Nathan Shelton. As an advisor at Shelton Financial Group, the thing I enjoy most is talking to our clients about what matters to them. As our clients prepare for and enjoy retirement, some enjoy spending time with their grandkids, some prefer to travel the world, and for others, it's giving of time and resources. As you think of and prepare for your retirement, we'd love to talk with you either virtually or in person at one of our office locations in Ossian or Fort Wayne. You can also call us at 260-436-7006. Nathan Shelton, investment advisor representative of USA Financial Securities, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Cleaning One Incorporated, your cleaning specialists. They offer a great variety of cleaning services, commercial cleaning, cleaning windows, strip and wax floors, clean carpets, complete sanitizing of facilities, floor repair or replacement. They will also schedule a PM maintenance program.
At Cleaning One, your security is their top priority. They do a complete background check on each of their employees so you can feel good about letting them into your homes. For more information, give Rob a call at 260-409-2564 or give Bob a call, 260-403-7676. Or you can simply send them an email at officeonecleaning@yahoo.com.
Cleaning One Incorporated, your cleaning specialists.
In business since 1981, Barkley Builders has been building residential homes and commercial projects in Northeast Indiana, taking pride in building their clients the best project for their budget. With interaction between clients, vendors, and trade contractors, Barkley Builders meets the needs of homeowners to build their forever home. At Barkley Builders, it's all about you. It's your heart and your soul at the center of every design decision made. Josh and his team are poised to build the home you've always wanted. It isn't just a home, it's your forever home. Contact Barkley Builders at 260-622-7674. That's 622-7674. Or find them on Facebook at Barkley Builders, Inc. Let Barkley Builders get started on your Barkley Built Forever home.
Hello, Tim Steffen Financial Group. It's been said nothing is certain except change. We must adapt to change to stay safe and move forward. What changes have there been in your life? At Steffen Financial Group, we would like to work with you and help with your future planning. Call me, Tim Steffen, or Michelle Stoller, 260-824-8175. Steffen Financial Group, 110 West Cherry Street, Bluffton, Indiana. Retirement, investments, savings plans. Steffen Financial Group can also assist with your personalized Medicare supplement, health, life, and long-term care plans. 260-824-8175. Steffen Financial Group. Solid planning, local service, professional advice. Securities and insurance offered through Thurston Springer Financial, a registered broker-dealer, member FINRA and SIPC, and Indiana Insurance Agency. Tim Steffen is a registered associate of Thurston Springer Financial and is doing business as Steffen Financial Group. Tim Steffen and Steffen Financial Group are independent of Thurston Springer Financial.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs, and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Welcome back to Norwell here at the Castle as Leo takes down Norwell 62-55. We're joined now by Norwell head coach Mike McBride. Coach, not the result you wanted, but a lot of good things happened tonight. Unable to make the plays down the stretch. What pushed Leo over the top?
Yeah, they hit some shots when they needed to. I thought number 3 hit a 15-footer there when we were up, we're down 1. I thought that was a big shot for them. And then I think it was a 3-point game, and then Bontrager kid hit the 3.
Yeah,
and
we were just talking about that play.
And it's not like he can make it, but it's not something that he does frequently. You go back and watch, and even earlier tonight when he shot it, he didn't look real good on it earlier. But our kids played really hard. We put ourselves in a position where we had opportunity. I mean, I think we showed last 2 games that we're definitely we definitely belong in the conversation for someone that's going to be in the hunt this year in postseason.
Obviously, that's a potential rematch down the road in the regional. Coach Luke McBride tonight played with 4 fouls almost the entire second half. Talk about his performance and being able to stay in the game when he needed to be.
Well, he had a couple fouls there. He's competing so hard, and I think he fouled a couple times. One of the times we had a bad breakdown that put him in a bad spot that cost him a foul. I think it was his second foul. We had a bad breakdown earlier in the defensive series. We got to be a little more connected on that. But he was able to play smart and stay through it. I mean, we may have to do that again another time. I mean, we try to work him in and out a little bit here or there if we could, defense, offense. Just trying to protect him a little bit where we could. I thought he had a really good game, though. I thought to have to manage the fouls, I thought was pretty impressive from a mental standpoint. I thought we had some shots. We just didn't shoot it as well as what we were capable of. I think we shot 7 for 23 from 3, but I thought we had some open looks. Jake had a really good look when we were down 3, down in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
Late had a really good look.
Yeah.
I thought our guys made good plays. We just didn't always hit the shot. They present challenges. I mean, because they just got 2 bigs that are really strong and physical and good, and then their other guys just don't have to work that hard to get shots. I mean, they can kind of stand out there, get an open shot whenever.
Yeah, so. I was going to ask about that. What makes Leo's length and size so difficult to guard?
Well, it's just the Bontrager kid is he's a skilled post player. He's got skill down low. And that makes it a challenge. And then Allen is just a hard worker, like our guys. He's big, but he's 6'7", and our guys work really hard. I thought we battled pretty good. I mean, we got out-rebounded 28-21 on my stats. I don't know if they're 100% accurate, but, I mean, they got 7 offensive rebounds that hurt. I thought we had some bad turnovers that led to some easy baskets for them, and I thought that was a big thing in the game. We had some stuff where we had down 4, had the ball, and we had a turnover, which led to a basket for them, or 2 free throws. And I just thought we had some bad turnovers at the wrong time and at the wrong spot. We had a bad turnover to end the quarter. We're trying to hold for the last shot, and we just don't take care of it well enough up there at that time when we need to, because we get the ball coming out, and it makes it harder. We've got to eliminate those things. But, I mean, we played really hard. We competed really hard. They played really hard, competed really hard. I mean, you got 2 good basketball teams. It was a good basketball game tonight.
All right, so you've got Wayne on the road and Belmont next week, a little non-con SAC action before you return to conference. A really brief little break here where you actually get a home game. Haven't had very many of those, only 4 of them to this point. Same thing for the girls. What are you looking at next week from the Generals and the Braves?
Well, Wayne's athletic, you know, and they put up a lot of points. We got to take care of the ball. It's going to be a big key. We got to get the ball to the inside part of the paint.
A different team than last year, too.
Yeah, they're young. They're a lot younger this year. And then Belmont's younger, too, still doing a lot of similar things. They're playing pretty good here lately. So, I mean, every conference game is going to be tough just because the conference is pretty senior-heavy this year for the most part.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot for stopping by, and good luck next week.
All right, thanks a lot. Have a good one, guys.
Norwell head coach Mike McBride joining us here in the postgame. Norwell falls to Leo 62-55. Alex, your final thoughts as we put a bow on this one?
Yeah, I really like what Mike McBride said. It's just a couple bad breaks there, a couple bad turnovers that led to Norwell really keeping their back up against that wall. They were never really able to kind of get over that hump, as we talked about during the game. Just a couple bad breaks there, and you clean up some of that stuff, and maybe you're fouling at the end and can tie it with a 3 instead of having to regain a couple possessions there. But, I mean, all that aside, this Norwell team has, really put themselves in this conversation, have established themselves. It's not just a, holiday tournament fluke down in Noblesville. I mean, this team is here to stay, and it shows night in and night out. This team's physical. They're able to play fast when they need to stop teams that are more athletic than them.
They're a diverse team. They really are.
You can ask them to do just about anything, and they can play with the teams that are a little more physical and more underneath teams that they have no problem matching up against that as well. Mike McBride comes up with great game plans for his team, game plans that highlight strengths of each of his players, and this Norwell team is on pace for a tremendous end of the season and propelling themselves to quite a run and maybe a rematch.
Well, unfortunately, it does put them a game behind in the conference, but this is a highly competitive league this year, and there's a very real possibility that Leo could fall at some point to one of the remaining teams. There's just so many other teams out there that are having good years. East Noble's one of them, and neither one of these teams has played East Noble. That's a potential trip-up game. Belmont plays an interesting style that's kind of hard to play against. They slow it down. That's our next broadcast, by the way, which is on Friday night, Norwell at Belmont, boys action. Then Saturday night, a very special presentation here at the Castle as the first ever Norwell Hall of Fame class of 10 will be introduced prior to the game, and the girls will take on Belmont in another pivotal Northeast State Conference matchup. That'll do it here tonight. Leo beats Norwell 62-55. The Lions, ranked number 3 in 3A, go to 8-1 and 2-0 in the Northeast State to stay unbeaten. Norwell falls to 8-3 and 1-1 in the Northeast State. On behalf of my broadcast partner, Alex Howard, and our owners, Scott and Dale Metzer, I'm Derek Decker saying so long and God bless.
We hope you enjoyed this broadcast of high school sports on the Voice Enterprises. Remember, none of this would be possible without the continued support of our sponsors. Please use their services whenever possible, and when you see them, tell them thank you. Join us again next time on the Voice Enterprises.